Hey folks, welcome to Movies and Monologues with Taurean. Today we are going to be contrasting Batman 1989 and Batman Returns from 1992. The Tim Burton films that started it all. And I dug out my Batman hat here. The ear's a little cattywampus, but that's fine. I got the hoodie here, so we're good to go. So let's just jump right in. First of all, my producer here, Tartuffe. What did you think of these movies?
Hate them.
Wow. Why?
They're just too campy for me. Plus, children enjoy Batman, do they not?
Yeah.
Well, there is just so much sexual innuendo in Batman Returns that it has the potential to just ruin a child's mind.
Hey, I saw that movie when I was 5.
Exactly.
You're fired.
No, I'm not.
I know. Subscribe, like, and share. It was a good segue, right? It was good. You're getting better. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's start with Batman 1989, okay? This was Tim Burton's first Batman film, and it took around 10 years to make it to the screen. Getting the rights was a pain in the ass, first of all, and none of the studios wanted to touch it, and the studios that did want to touch it wanted it to be set in space. And they had the idea of, you know, the 60s Batman, the whole campiness thing just going on, and thank God it didn't turn out that way. I enjoy 1960s Batman. It's hilarious, but the Tim Burton films started the whole, oh my goodness, Batman is kind of a dark story thing, and so the movies that followed like played by those rules, and they're amazing. Cite The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as the Joker. But let's talk about the Joker. Jack Nicholson's Joker is great. Some people say that it's a little too campy or whatever, and I get that to an extent. Like, the Joker has an incredible backstory, and the reason that he becomes this homicidal maniac is, you know, pretty great. And in the movie here, they don't go into that backstory really. He just falls into the acid, and then he wants to make art and kills people, which is still pretty cool, honestly. I won't lie. I mean, he breaks into the art museum and intros himself to Party Man by Prince. I mean, yes please, more of that. But yeah, so he does kind of make this movie just that much more awesome. Michael Keaton, in my opinion, is like the best Batman. I love Michael Keaton as Batman, and he actually wasn't originally supposed to be cast. Tim Burton like fought for him tooth and nail. He's like, I worked with him on Beetlejuice, he's amazing, let's make this happen. The studios are like, no, he's more known for his comedic roles. Why don't we go with Bill Murray? That's a real fact. Bill Murray was in the running for Batman. He's not known for his comedic roles. Whatever, moving on. Let's talk a little bit about Batman Returns. You got Penguin and Catwoman. Poor Michelle Pfeiffer. She was like constantly almost fainting during production because the corset for the suit was so tight, and they basically just like put her in this rubber suit that didn't breathe and then like vacuum sealed it. That's why it is so like form-fitting, and she couldn't breathe very soon after they put it on. Danny DeVito as the Penguin, I think he could breathe. I think he was fine. They gave him that big nose. That's not how makeup works, I know that. But this is the one filled with all the sexual innuendo, as Tartuffe said. There's a lot, and between Bruce and Selina, it's fine, I guess. But when the Penguin says it, it's gross. Because he's a gross looking guy. He's got like his just like he's wet and brown all the time, and it's like where's the brown come from? I guess because he lives in the sewer. There's probably sewage. That's disgusting. And it's just when he says like sexual stuff, it's just gross, and it makes you want to vomit. And then he bites a guy's nose off. Oh my god! But he's great. Danny DeVito is great as the Penguin. He's disgusting. Now, for both movies, there is that little bit of romance. In the second one, it's Batman and Catwoman, Selena Kyle. And in the first one, it is Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Vicky Vale, the photographer. And it's fine. I don't have a problem with romance in either of these movies. Like, it doesn't really serve much, like, especially in the first one. In the second one, it's kind of interesting because Catwoman and Batman, Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle, they share a lot of the same, mind shit and tragedy in their lives, and that comes through in the story, which is cool. So, like, I'm definitely fine with it in the second one, but in the first one, I'm just kind of like, whatever, cool, it's there. Hey, Kim Basinger, she takes pictures. Whatever. But when it comes down to it, folks, which film is better? I like them both. I really like them both. The second one is a lot more campy than the first, but it's still nice and dark like the first one. And for me, it comes down to the villains. And it's really close, actually, because Catwoman's character in the second one is fantastic. Michelle Pfeiffer plays Selena Kyle, awesome. Oh, real quick, when she falls out of the window and the cats like start biting her and licking her back to life, that terrified me as a child, and it fucked me up for a while. And I was 5 years old, and then my parents got divorced. My dad took me to see it. My mom was pissed. And I don't think that him taking me to see Batman Returns was part of the why they got divorced, but it might have been, because no 5-year-old should see this movie. But back to my point, folks, it comes down to the villains for me. Now, in the first one, the finish line belongs to Jack Nicholson's Joker. Like, he's awesome in it, and he dives into the camp of it all, the insanity of it all. It's fantastic. Jack Nicholson's Joker is fantastic, and for me, between these two movies, he makes the first one just that much better. Love the second one, but the first one, because of him, is just that much better. So yeah, that's it from me, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.